More reaction to Zondo's appointment. We're joined now by Advocate Modidima Mannya. Advocate, good morning to you, and thank you so much for your time. Your reaction to the President's announcement, Raymond Zondo now appointed the Chief Justice.
Well, good morning and good morning to your viewers. Well, a good appointment, not surprising. The President had nominated 4 justices, all suitable, all competent, all capable, and any one of them could have been appointed. Of course, Deputy Chief Justice Zondo should have been in pole position having acted as Chief Justice, and I think it's very capable, so it's a good appointment.
In terms of the JSC's recommendations, I mean, they recommended Modidima Mannya. We saw, of course, how those interviews went. What are your views from how the interviews were conducted, especially the line of questioning that Zondo had received? Did he make a satisfactory interview, in your view, from, obviously the JSC interviews?
Well, I think, the unfortunate part is that the JSC did not help us. It did not help itself. And not only Justice Zondo, but almost all candidates were asked questions which were not in many instances helpful. But having said that, all the candidates really acquitted themselves if you were to look at their performance objectively. And I think it would be foolhardy to think that people at that level of seniority would have been unable to make the cut for a position of Chief Justice.
In terms of, what some call, I don't know how to phrase this, but more of his compromised role, his relationship with the president. A lot of criticism saying that he should not have, seated during the Zondo Commission. Of course, at least from the view of the Jacob Zuma Foundation, saying that he was compromised, he would be biased. Even the same camp, the Zuma Foundation, saying the Zondo Commission did not find any of Ramaphosa's relatives in the likes of his son, Andile Ramaphosa, implicated in state capture, nor did they see that the president was compromised during the ANC war room. In terms of that criticism, Advocate, what do you make of it? Is there any sort of standing to what critics are saying about his now new position as the Chief Justice? Well,
look, we operate in a politically charged environment, but we also have a problem where people just open their mouth, say whatever they want to say, not provide any shred of evidence, not test the allegations that they say. If you look, for instance, at Justice Mlambo, he had made a number of rulings which formed the subject of his interview there. All those rulings were confirmed by the Supreme Court of Appeal. They are actually judgments of the Supreme Court of Appeal as matters stand. To attack him means you are attacking the Supreme Court of Appeal. Now, we have a situation where judges for quite a while now have been subjected to political attacks by obviously irresponsible people. I think we should call upon anybody who raises questions to follow the correct procedure, provide the evidence. In the event that those allegations are true, definitely there must be consequences. But to have this inflammatory, open, unintelligent statements is not helping us in any way.
What work lies ahead for the Chief Justice, do you anticipate?
Look, the Chief Justice has been part of the system. He has been part of the transformation project of the judiciary. He's continuing with the work. And I think, if you recall, all the candidates more or less said the same thing, that they are going to move ahead to implement the total transformation of the judiciary. So, in principle, all of the candidates have the same vision. And I think it's the vision that is shared across the judiciary. Even with the challenges that are there, I think whoever will take from Chief Justice Zondo will also pursue the same agenda in any event. And I think all of them are good judges. They all capable of leading. And I think you would have seen all of them coming from different angles, exhibiting a strength in different categories. So you can see that the collective leadership of the judiciary is well versed to deal with taking the transformation process forward. Yeah,
and just before I let you go, Advocate, the President being quoted there as touting Modidima Mannya as the Chief Justice Deputy. What do you make of that also, that appointment?
Well, Justice Mannya is the President of the Supreme Court of Appeal, the second highest court. And she has made good progress at the SCA. She's a good judge herself. Unfortunately, we keep on tagging her as a woman and not as a good judge. And I think that is unfortunate because she's a good judge before she's a woman. She's just a good judge, and we must accept that she's a good judge. We must accept that she's capable. We must give her the space and the chance to excel as a judge and stop categorizing her as a woman. She is female. There's no question about it, and there's no dispute about it.
All right, I appreciate your time this morning, Advocate Modidima Mannya, for speaking to us this morning about, of course, the new appointment that we've all witnessed just yesterday from the President, Chief Justice Raymond Zondo being appointed by the President. And, of course, his work in office will start on the 1st of April.